Hello and welcome back to another video. We're looking at interpreting human resource data. It's the last section of 3.5. All I ask for is a subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Now there are four types of human resource figures managers look at. First, you have labour productivity. This is the output per employee within a certain time period. The formula is output per period divided by number of employees. HR can have a positive impact on the labour force, so it's very important. If the labour productivity is increasing, HR may reward its employees, whereas if it's decreasing, they may choose to retrain staff, offer better rewards, or make them even redundant and replace them. But before they make a decision, they should consult the staff and see why the productivity has fallen and what should be done. Now you also need to know labour turnover. This measures the proportion of staff who leave the firm within a time period. How you find it is number of staff leaving divided by average number of staff employed times 100. And just to find the average number of staff employed, is the staff at the beginning plus the staff at the end of a period added up and divided by 2. Now, the higher the labour turnover, the larger the proportion of workers leaving the firm. And this can increase the firm's cost because they need to recruit, train, advertise the role, etc. etc. Now, external causes of the high labour turnover could include growth of other local firms. That means they're offering similar jobs and may have better pay and better rewards for working there. Internal causes could be poor motivation of staff, such as having low wages and lack of opportunities, so staff will likely to join other firms. Also, a poor recruitment process could select unsuitable candidates, and this increases labour turnover. Increased delegation, job enrichment, higher wages, better training, this could reduce the labour turnover. However, again, HR should always consult the staff before making a decision so they know what the actual problem is. From this slide, I would say remember the two definitions and two formulas. And for labour productivity, remember how and what HR could do if the productivity is increasing or decreasing. And for labour turnover, I would say just note the external and internal causes and poor recruitment. And apart from that, that's all you need to know from this slide. Let's move on to the next one. So now the other two is labour retention. This is the firm's ability to keep its employees. So you do number of staff employed at the start of a period, take away the number of people that have left, divided by the number of people employed at the start of the period. And whatever the answer is, you times by 100. So it's very related to labour turnover. So the higher the turnover, the lower the retention, and vice versa. So HR could deal with a low retention rate by improving the induction process. They could highlight the opportunities within the firm, therefore employees may stay for longer and try to benefit from those. Now the last one is absenteeism. It's the proportion of days missed by employees. Again, sorry the writing's small, but I'll try to read it out for you. So like we said, it's the proportion of days missed by the employees, and there's a formula. So it's the number of days of staff are absent in a certain time period divided by the number of staff employed times by that time period. Then whatever the answer is, you times by 100. So for example, we have two examples here. The business has 9 out of 45 staff absent on a given day. So that day the absenteeism is 20%. But now looking at the entire year, which is now where the formula is usually used and you might have to do an exam. Cool. So all 45 staff shall work 220 days. And however, there was 180 days of staff absent. So what they do, the days missed, 180 divided by 45 times 220. And whatever answer you get, times by 100. Now, sometimes there are genuine reasons why people are absent and not in work, such as a physical or mental illness. Sometimes they may not be motivated and not want to come in. They may be harassed at work and don't like it. And absenteeism can be costly for a business. It may have to pay sick pay or hire temporary staff. And also it will just reduce productivity, which means that overall costs just increase if the firm isn't as productive and active as it usually is. The business can do many things to actually improve absenteeism, which we're going to look at the next page, because the next slide is all about ways of improving these HR figures. So we should move on to that now actually. So as I said, this slide, it talks about ways to improve all the HR figures. So you've got financial rewards, increase employees and motivation and higher productivity, and you also have higher staff retention. Now you've got employee share ownership. So firms may reward employees with shares. The Save As You Earn scheme allows employees to save up a fixed amount of money and buy their company shares at a discounted price. Staff will feel motivated to work, and also they will be coming in more, so it's more productive, etc. However, most employees may not see the benefit of owning any shares and not understand how they work. You also got consultation strategies. So these involve employees in the decision making. Staff will feel more valued and better HR figures. However, the decision making process may become longer. And lastly, empowerment strategies. This involves giving employees more responsibility over their work, and they feel more empowered and will likely improve HR figures. Thank you for watching the video. All I ask for is a subscribe, a like, and as I say, I just get to the point and give you what you need so I don't waste the time. That's why it's a bit quick. But here's everything. Hopefully you can make your notes and it helps you.